Well, I first got the script. It was written for a man. It was actually written for Jamie Foxx. And so, Channing said, I want to get on Skype with you. Gregory and I want to talk to you about the role. And so Channing said, Jada, I really feel as though there's a way to bring celebration and responsibility to this arena, to this platform. And that was really important to me. And I was deeply impressed that that was important to him. And so I said, you know what, Channing, I don't know where that's going to take us, but I'm willing to take this ride with you. So that's how it all started.
You play such a cool character. Who is Rome in your eyes?
Oh man, Rome is, in my eyes, the essence of every woman. Like, there's a component of the essence of every woman. Because the essence of every woman is a whole lot of things, right? But I do believe that there's a piece of Rome in every woman. And I think that, when I imagined Rome, I really wanted women, when they looked at her, to feel like they were looking in the mirror, right? And to feel like they really are looking at an aspect of themselves. And so that's who Rome is to me. Well, I think it's like her little church. It's a place where it's a safe haven where she believes women can come and self-actualize sexually in safety and with no judgment, no apologies. It's like Burger King, where a woman can have it her way. Oh, definitely. I think, that's a journey for every woman, that we're on that journey, for every person really, just really figuring out, what do we truly want? What does that authentic self really want? And I think that Rome found something earlier on, which was not having a problem to be who she is. And I think from there, this kind of strength was born, because her backstory is that she comes from a very religious background. Her father's a preacher, so she went the total opposite direction, right? And so you can imagine all of the messaging that she had to break out of in order to become the woman she felt like she needed to be.
Another great thing about the movie, the great female characters.
Yeah. Amber, love Andie MacDowell. I just love her in this movie. She's like one of my favorite parts. I really enjoy watching that part. Yeah.
What's the story between Rome and Mike?
Yeah, they had a history. It's before she opened this club, she was hoping that Mike would stay with her and help her with this endeavor and maybe be one of her star dancers. And they were lovers at that time. And he decided to go with Dallas. So when he comes back and has the nerve to ask her for a favor, she is deeply annoyed. You gonna come back and ask me for something? We didn't even finish our business. So yeah, that's the backstory. But she realized that he'd helped her out a lot in a lot of other ways, and that he'd been good to her. So she needed to go and help him, and to really just not close the door, but close that chapter of their relationship.
It really is a great character, Jada. How did you prepare this role?
I think really kind of using everything that I learned from my human trafficking advocacy. And, I did a project with CNN and realized that strip clubs are sometimes a gateway for sex trafficking. And I really used everything that I've learned in all of my research as far as human trafficking is concerned to figure out how to bring that sense of responsibility, bring that level to raise the energy of these particular environments where men and women are in this erotic, sensual play. Because these forums, these places are going to exist. So it's not about them not existing. It's about having them exist in a way in which we can still have respect and honor one another. And honor the energy in which we're delving in as well, which is sex, which is a very, very powerful energy, right? And so there's a lot of responsibility that comes with power. And I think that is the part that we tend not to understand. What is responsibility in regards to sex? And unless we explore sex, unless we talk about it, we'll never really understand how to be responsible within it in its most pure form. So this movie for me was an exploration of that.
And I have to say, you have really good chemistry with Channing. What is he like to work with?
He's fantastic. You know, the thing that I love about Channing is that a man in his position, he flows so much power to the artists around him for them to shine. And let me tell you something. When I tell you that is a rare quality in this business, you know, usually people want to keep that shine for themselves. Okay, it's like, oh no, pull that line. Nope, pull that line. Pull that scene. Give me that line. Give me that scene. You know what I mean? And so the fact in just watching Channing, even with Joe, you know, that great scene that Joe has in the store, and you know, my character, and just everybody around him, he just flows power so that everybody has a moment to shine, and I just love that about him.
You worked with some great directors. What can you say of Gregory, who's stepping up here and directing?
Right? I have to tell you, I really enjoyed Gregory. He's so collaborative, and, you know, he really has a beautiful knack for story. I was really surprised. Like, when I saw the final product, I was like, okay, Greg. You know, so I really look forward to the possibility of working with him again. Absolutely.
The film has some amazing numbers, and you're so good as Master of Ceremonies there.
Thank you.
How were those scenes to shoot?
Oh, they were fun. I think, you know, having the opportunity to be with women in that way, there was the thing that surprised me the most in doing this movie was the camaraderie that I felt with all the women in the club, at the house, and at the convention. I mean, I felt like every woman in the room was my girlfriend. Like, we were there, kicking it, having a good time. It was just like a big old party, you know? It was like we were here together. We were giving each other the license to just cut loose, let go, no judgment, no cattiness. We were all there together like we had known each other for hundreds of years. It was fantastic. I'd never seen so many women together, so relaxed, and getting along in a way in which it was like we'd all gone to high school together.
It seems, Jada, like you really enjoyed doing very different roles in your careers. How are you going to look back at this one?
I'm going to look back at this one and be like, girl, you remember when Matt gave you that lap dance? I mean, there's so many like precious memories in this movie, and I'm just going to remember just having a good old time with a great group of people and just being very happy that I had the opportunity to spend time with them, because it was a blast.